Hello, and welcome to Edge Security, TLS for Edge UI. To complete this lesson, you should also have completed the Keys, Certificates, Key Stores and TLS lesson. In this video, we will cover creating and securing a key store for the Edge UI, using Apigee Service to configure TLS, restarting and testing, and finally forcing Edge UI to make management API calls over HTTPS. First, we again create and secure our JKS key store as previously described. The key store should then be copied to the customer application directory. Since there may be more than a single key store here, naming it appropriately can be extremely helpful. Here we've called it UI key store, making its use fairly obvious. Finally, we set the appropriate permissions. In a change from using code with config, as in previous examples, for the Edge UI you can actually use the Apigee Service utility. The utility is called, passing it Edge UI and configure SSL as arguments. The utility will then run some internal checks and then prompts you through the configuration process. First, you can see we set the port for HTTPS. Next, you're asked whether or not you also want to disable HTTP access. We set the key store algorithm to JKS and provide the full path to the key store. Finally, you enter and confirm the key store password. At this point, configuration is complete. To implement the changes, you restart the Edge UI using the Apigee Service utility. Once the service has finished starting, check the port is open and listening using SS or similar. If everything looks okay, you should now be able to log on over HTTPS. If we have secured management API calls, we can force the Edge UI to only make calls over HTTPS. First, we check that the management server is available on HTTPS by either using a port check or a curl command as shown. On the server running the Edge UI, you edit or create a file called ui.properties in the customer application directory and add the line as shown. This simply sets the base URL for all management API calls. To complete configuration, restart the Edge UI service. This concludes configuring TLS for Edge UI. For more information, you can visit docs.apigee.com, and to get involved in the community, please go to community.apigee.com. Thank you.